She's not wearing any clothes and has red stains all over her body. The trembling voice of a man in an emergency 911 call rings out in Dubuque, Iowa on an early weekday morning. He's just discovered something he'll never forget. In the next few minutes, police will step into a scene that makes even the most experienced officers shudder. A 42-year-old woman lying motionless in her own apartment. But what happened to her the night before? The story of Beverly Puccio will become one of the most heartbreaking cases this city has ever witnessed. And only thanks to surveillance footage no one expected, the truth will be exposed. Beverly Puccio, 42 years old, lives in a second-floor apartment of a house in the North End neighborhood, Dubuque, Iowa. She's a middle-aged woman with a kind heart, always ready to help anyone who needs her. Beverly had a heart of gold, her sister recalls. She would give you the shirt off her back to help somebody. We talked on the phone 2 or 3 times a day, about what she was going to do, sometimes just nonsense. Beverly loves music. She wants to become a singer, and her family always encourages that dream. But what no one knows is that very kindness, that willingness to trust strangers, will become what leads Beverly to tragedy. October 15th, 2016, an ordinary Saturday night, Beverly decides to go out alone. She's not someone who frequents bars, but that night, for some reason, she walks into the Walnut Tap, a local bar. She didn't usually go to bars, Beverly's close friend says. We don't understand why she went there that night. But Beverly went there. And at that bar, she meets a man. A man she's never met before. A man who will take her life just hours later. Who is this man? Surveillance cameras will reveal his identity. But first, let's see what police discover when they step into Beverly's apartment.
Dispatch.
Yeah, sir. Can you send somebody to High Bluff? I just came over here. I know this girl. She wasn't answering my calls all day, all last night. I walked up the stairs, opened up the door. I looked to my left. There's blood everywhere.
Okay. You said you went upstairs.
She's there, but...
Okay, is she conscious?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay.
I opened up the door. I saw blood. I got the hell out of there.
What is your name?
My name's Jay. You got it, Terry. She's naked, and I saw blood everywhere. That's all I can tell you. Something happened.
When the 911 call comes in, Officer Craybill is the first to arrive at the scene. He immediately activates his body camera, a mandatory protocol for emergency calls like this. Outside the house, the man who called 911 is waiting for him. It's Jay, a friend of Beverly's. He's worried because he hasn't been able to reach her all day. Craybill instructs Jay to keep his hands out of his pockets and sit in the vehicle, then draws his weapon and approaches the house.
Sir, where's she at?
Police!
What's your name?
I'm a big friend of her.
Okay.
I was calling her all day. She didn't answer, and just got back.
Can you keep your hands out of your pockets for me? Do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. All right, just stay in the car for me. She's right inside?
No response. Only terrifying silence. The officer enters, his flashlight beam cutting through the dark house. A staircase leading to the second floor is right in front of him. Step by cautious step, gun ready in hand, Craybill ascends each step.
Go in the door right inside. It's upstairs.
Police! Is anyone in here? Still silence. His heart beats faster. This is the most tense moment. When the first officer arrives at the scene with no backup, not knowing what's waiting ahead. Craybill describes the feeling at that moment. He can't hear anything moving. They don't know if someone is still inside, waiting to attack the police.
How do we deal with this dog?
Just stay there.
Seconds later, a backup officer arrives. They continue up to the top floor together.
It's okay. You're okay.
And that's when they see her.
Man, what happened?
I know something, but there's nothing. You got an ID, Jay?
We do. Beverly Ann Puccio.
Beverly Puccio lies on the floor, not wearing any clothes, covered in red stains. Red stains smeared all over her body, large pools on the floor, spatter thrown up on the walls. In the room is also a dog, anxious and confused by the presence of strangers.
Look at the blood spatter on the window. Dude beat the hell up.
It's all over the wall over here too.
It's immediately clear the victim is deceased. Fortunately, they secured the dog without having to use force. But the scene before them is something else.
Eliza smeared all over her body. There's blood on her phone, there's blood on her sheets over here. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, like if she shot herself, there wouldn't be smeared blood all over her body.
There's a pocket knife there.
This definitely is a scene that is riddled with things that you'll never forget, Craybill admits later.
There's still blood coming out of her.
Looks like there's a hole.
A whole where, like in her.
It looks like it's right on the side of her nose.
Like she got shot.
Police find identification documents and confirm the victim is Beverly Puccio, 42 years old. But who did this to her? And why?
These other rooms quick.
The first clue will come from an unexpected source, the city's traffic camera system. But first, police have to figure out what Beverly did the night before.
There's no signs of full pistols anywhere.
This one, it's locked, but it's like locked open. You know, like the throw won't come out. I don't know how the guy got in, if he had a key or not, but or maybe it just pushed in.
Haven't got that far with the people outside.
Well, who's going to be that guy?
Before we go any further, I'm just going to pat you out for weapons, okay? Make sure you don't got anything. On you?
No, sir, I don't have nothing.
Okay, appreciate it. Hey, Jay, how do you know Bev?
I met her about 4 months ago down at Hardy. And we just started talking. I dated her for a while. I've been calling her all day. And I thought I better stop and check on her.
And what'd you do once you got here?
Well, I went upstairs and checked on her. And right back down. Called you guys.
Did you CPR or check her pulse or anything like that?
I don't touch people like that. I didn't even touch her. I saw blood everywhere and I left. Why would I touch her?
Just asking.
I'm not going to touch somebody that has blood all over them. I'm not doing that.
When the investigation team arrives at the scene, they begin interviewing Beverly's friends and family. Everyone is confused. Beverly wasn't someone who caused trouble. She had no enemies. So why would anyone want to kill her? Beverly's sister can't believe it. It's hard to believe someone would want to harm her because she had such a kind heart.
I thought I better stop and check on her. This isn't the first time I found somebody dead.
Hi, Mr. Scoville, is that right? Hi, Mr. I'm just going to sit right in here so I can get some information from you if that's okay.
I can sense things. I knew something was wrong today because you don't answer my call.
Can you just kind of tell me what transpired?
Well, I met her in August, towards the end of August. We were dating for a while.
Okay.
And I said, first of all, let's slow it down. So I backed off a little bit. So we were still friends though.
Okay.
Seen her for like 4 months, so.
As far as any intimate relationship at all, or intimacy?
A little bit.
When was the last time you guys would have been intimate?
A couple of weeks ago, maybe.
Okay. She didn't try calling you or texting you or anything like that?
Yeah, she called me. She was at Walnut Tap Saturday night.
She said she was at Walnut Camp?
Yeah.
How did she seem?
She was a little tipsy.
Tipsy? Would you mind if we had pictures of you? Is that okay? Okay. We'll let you out over there.
Hi, Gary. I'm Justin Steer, Dubuque Police Department. How you doing?
Hey, Rose. Was she living there with anybody that you know of?
Well, when she first got in there, she was having all kinds of people in there, and they were, I don't know, I shouldn't say this, but we assumed some of them were using drugs.
Sure.
And then they were stealing stuff.
Was there anybody else there with her?
Yeah, that Jay, they were boyfriend and girls at first, and then he decided it wasn't right. But he was hanging around quite a bit.
We just had some follow-up questions and just want to make sure we're not missing anything. I'm not leaving anything out. I didn't touch her. I didn't go on there Saturday or Sunday. I'm the one that reported it. Why would I do all that to her? We had a little spats here and there, but she was just mad at me because I didn't want to be her boyfriend. That's what it was. I didn't go anywhere else that night? Yeah, I was here Saturday night. Okay, but you didn't go out anywhere? Didn't get a ride from anybody? I just wanted to make sure you didn't go anywhere with your phone Saturday night. You stayed at home. Because I'm getting the records of everybody's phone. Okay. Where it can show GPS, tell us where they're at, location. I just want to get in on it everywhere.
Come in.
Thank you. I just have a few questions
Sure.
for both.
To see if they could corroborate that he was there that night.
Did you guys know her very well? I mean,
Just matter of
didn't know her very well. And did you ever stay here or anything like that? Did you ever express any problems with Beverly or have any issues with her? Okay. I just wanted to go back to last Saturday. What did you guys do on Saturday?
Jim and I were home all day, and Jake probably came home around supper time or right after.
Did he go anywhere that night then?
No,
You
he was
guys,
here all night.
you guys didn't see him leave or anything like that? What time did you guys go to bed on Saturday?
Probably about 10.
Did you hear anybody leave? Or you get woke up during the middle of the night for any reason? And was they here on Sunday when you got up?
Detectives start reviewing traffic cameras around the area. They need to know where Beverly went that night. By following traffic cameras, they trace Beverly's journey until she arrives at the Walnut Tap.
Thank you very much.
Cameras capture images of Beverly walking alone to the Walnut Tap bar around 11 p.m. This is the last time anyone sees her alive outside her apartment. Next step, check the surveillance cameras inside the bar. And this is where the case begins to reveal its first clue.
One of our good leads.
Cameras show Beverly sitting at the bar, having a few drinks. She appears relaxed, enjoying her evening. But then, a man appears. He approaches Beverly, starts a conversation. A bartender recalls. They were clearly pretty intoxicated. They were talking pretty happily. The camera continues recording. Beverly and this stranger continue drinking, continue talking. Around 2 a.m., they leave the bar together. Detectives confirm. We know through surveillance footage that she was with someone. But who is this man? Police check cameras outside the bar. They see Beverly and the man get into a taxi. Cameras capture the taxi's license plate. Investigators quickly contact the taxi company. They need to know where the driver took these two people. And more importantly, they need to know the man's identity. The driver confirms. He took Beverly and a man to Beverly's apartment around 2:15 a.m. The man paid for the taxi, and most importantly, the driver clearly remembers his face. With the driver's description and images from cameras, police start searching records. They need to find this man, and they need to move fast. The suspect's identity is about to be revealed. But what makes this case more complex is his girlfriend, the woman who will provide shocking testimony that brings the entire case to light.
I picked them up. They were obviously drinking pretty good.
Have you ever drove these two before?
No. You know, they sit in the back seat. It's dark and I really can't even see much and get a good look at either one of them.
Did anybody say anybody's names?
We just kept calling her babe.
After cross-referencing cameras and the taxi driver's description, police identify the suspect. Michael Pianteri, a local man with a minor criminal record. He's not a dangerous violent offender, but he has a history of drug use and a few minor altercations. More importantly, Michael has a girlfriend, Justine. And when police knock on their door the following afternoon, they don't expect that Justine will become the most important witness in this case. At first, police just want to talk to Michael, but when they arrive, Michael isn't home. Justine says he went out, so police decide to interview Justine first. The detective asks about Michael's activities Saturday night. Justine seems worried, unsure what to say, but when the detective starts asking more specific questions, Justine begins to have strange reactions. She seems to know something, but doesn't dare say it. The detective explains they need to talk to Michael about a serious matter. If she knows anything, it's best to say it now. And that's when Justine breaks down. Michael was at a woman's house last night. He came home early in the morning. His clothes had strange stains. Justine recounts that Michael asked her to drive him back to that apartment twice. The first time, around 6 a.m., he said he forgot his wallet. An hour later, he asked to go back again. The second time, Michael brought a large bag. When he came out of the apartment, the bag appeared fuller. Police listened to this information with intense attention. This is exactly what they need. A witness placing Michael at the scene at the right time. Justine continues. When he got home, Michael burned some things in the backyard. He said they needed to clean up the yard. We had a fire yesterday. We were playing in the backyard and burning some stuff. What about the clothes he wore that night? Justine confirms they're still in the upstairs bedroom. Shoes with stains on them. Pants also have stains on the legs. Detectives immediately request a warrant to search Michael and Justine's house. What they find will be decisive evidence. Forensic evidence is about to be collected. But will Michael admit his guilt, or will he continue denying until the end? When the crime scene investigation team arrives at Michael and Justine's house, they find exactly what Justine described. A pair of sneakers with spatter stains on the surface. A pair of pants with stains on the legs, and in the backyard, a fire pit with remnants of burned clothing and fabric. Justine explains to the detective. There was a bag of clothes, a bag of money, a bag of drugs, a light bulb with fingerprints, and a towel he used to wipe. But some were burned in yesterday's fire. Although some evidence has been destroyed, police still seize enough to send for DNA testing. The shoes and clothing are sent to the forensic lab. Results return after a few days. The stains on Michael's shoes and pants match Beverly Puccio's. DNA from the scene also matches Michael. The evidence is overwhelming. Surveillance cameras place Michael with Beverly at the bar. The taxi driver confirms driving the two people to Beverly's apartment. Michael's girlfriend admits he returned home early in the morning, with clothes having strange stains, then went back to the apartment 2 more times to get items and destroy evidence. And DNA from the scene matches Michael. It's time for a direct confrontation. Police bring Michael Pianteri to the police station for interrogation. He sits in the interrogation room, appearing calm, but the detective knows he's worried. The detective starts with simple questions about Saturday night. Michael claims he was home, playing video games all night.
He said the dude was laying on his wallet, he had to move it.
The detective opens his laptop, shows Michael images from surveillance cameras at the Walnut Tap. Michael looks at the screen. His face goes pale. He admits it might be him. Over the next 4 hours, the detective slowly dismantles each layer of Michael's testimony. At first, he admits going to the bar. Then, he admits meeting Beverly. Then, he admits taking a taxi with Beverly to her apartment.
Police department, okay? So, explain to you what's going on.
But when the detective asks about going upstairs with Beverly, Michael stops. He insists he didn't go upstairs, only went to the front door, then left.
Just your lunch from today? Yeah. Okay.
The detective speaks in a more serious tone. Michael, We know you're lying. We have evidence. We have surveillance cameras. Your girlfriend told us everything. Michael still shakes his head, insists he didn't do anything. Michael continues denying. But when faced with mountains of evidence, what will he be forced to admit? Or will he hold out until the end?
Saturday, my girlfriend went to the dog park. I told her I was going to the bar.
And when you say bar,
Walnut Tap.
and how long do you think you were at the Walnut?
Anywhere between
The detective
2.5 to 3
continues
hours.
applying pressure. Michael needs to understand they have information and evidence. They have surveillance cameras proving he's lying.
I'm not proud to say it, seeing I have a girlfriend, but they got a little intimate at times, I guess.
How do you explain that?
There was some kissing, there was some touching.
What was her name, do you remember?
No.
Not at all.
I don't. She was really flirtatious. At one point in time, it got a little kind of heavy, and we actually ended up in the bathroom.
Explain heavy to me.
Our intentions were to have sex. The bartender really knocked on the door and said only one in the bathroom at a time.
After 4 hours of interrogation, the detective feels they're very close to a confession. They've talked to his girlfriend. She told them everything about the 2 trips back to the apartment.
And we're on our way to wherever the hell she was gonna take me. And she starts arguing with this guy. She's texting him nonstop. I guess they're having, major problems. And I asked her about him. Is he gonna be a problem? That kind of thing. Well, we pull up and there's like this little truck. And she said that was him. And I said, are we about to, are we gonna fight? What's going on?
Okay.
And I ended up leaving. I ended up calling my girlfriend. I had her come pick me up.
What were they doing when you left?
Arguing. Yelling at each other.
We know what happened, but Michael refuses to go further. He admits going to the bar, meeting Beverly, going to her house, but he denies any violent behavior. He insists he didn't go inside the apartment.
They didn't want to be your boyfriend. That's what it was.
The detective announces, "We have people at your house right now. There are stains on your shoes. We don't know why you did it, but we know you did." And with that, Michael Pianteri shuts down the interrogation. He doesn't say another word. The detective explains later. Even when we don't get a confession, if we get lies that we can prove, they're as good as a confession. Michael skipped over everything about meeting Beverly at the bar, what he did with her at the bar, leaving the bar with her in a taxi to her apartment. But he denies going upstairs to her apartment for any reason, while everything they have points directly at him. Police believe Michael is the type of person who likes control and power, and for some reason, he felt that was challenged by Beverly.
Yeah. Tell me, please.
Something made him start beating her, punching her face multiple times. There were so many stains, it looked like she was beaten to death, when in reality, he strangled her to death.
A bag.
A bag of clothes, bag of money, bag of drugs.
The light bulb with bloody fingerprints and a towel that he used to clean up with.
Where are those things in now?
We had a fire yesterday. We were cleaning the backyard. We had sticks and stuff. The clothes that he was wearing that night, they were in my bedroom. Upstairs, the shoes have blood on them. The pants has some blood on the pant leg.
With forensic evidence, video evidence, and Justine's testimony, Michael Pianteri knows he has no chance. The prosecutor confirms Michael Pianteri knew he had no chance. A few weeks after his arrest, Michael Pianteri pleads guilty to second-degree murder. He's sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Proof for surveillance that you're lying to us.
No trial, no arguments, just a simple guilty plea, because the evidence is too overwhelming to contest.
We talked to your girlfriend. You said she took you down there. A second time, a third time. We know what happened.
Then why are we talking?
Because I want you to man up and tell me the truth.
So I'm lying. I went into a house that night, huh?
As far as I can tell.
No.
The detective reflects. By following traffic cameras, they traced Beverly's journey to the point she arrived at the Walnut Tap. They had other investigators reviewing surveillance cameras at other businesses related to the case.
Why'd you do it?
I didn't.
Our guys are up at your house now.
Well, I wish them the best.
We don't know why you did it, but we know you did it.
Michael Pianteri thought he could say anything and they wouldn't know any different or know any better, when in reality, they knew. Traffic cameras, bar surveillance cameras, taxi driver's testimony, girlfriend's testimony, DNA evidence, shoes and clothing with stains. Every piece of the puzzle fits together perfectly. Justice has been served. But for Beverly's family, nothing can fill the void she left behind. The detective reflects on the case. There's a lot of terrible things about homicides. Somebody's losing a daughter. Somebody's losing a mother, brother, sister. Their goal is to find the truth. They do their job for people who can't speak for themselves. And Beverly can't speak for herself anymore. Justine, Michael's girlfriend, lives with deep guilt. Deep down, I feel like if I hadn't argued with him that day, if I'd stayed home and been with him instead of going with my sister, then he never would have gone to the bar. He never would have met her, and she'd still be alive. But for Beverly's family, no explanation can heal the pain. Beverly's sister remembers her. Beverly had a heart of gold. She was a lover, not a fighter. Michael took away a daughter, a sister, a cousin, an aunt. He had no right to do that. She didn't deserve this. Beverly's brother says, "Now it just leaves an empty feeling in your life. You know she was there, and now she's not anymore." Beverly and him probably could have talked more. Real conversations they didn't have when she was here. Shared more about their feelings for each other. If she was in front of me right now, I'd tell her how much I love her. Beverly Puccio walked into the Walnut Tap alone on that fateful Saturday night, never knowing that a chance encounter with a stranger would end her life just hours later. Her kindness, the very thing everyone loved most about Beverly, made her vulnerable to predators like Michael Pianteri. Those who exploit trust then take lives. But thanks to surveillance camera technology, thanks to the dedication of law enforcement, and thanks to Justine's courage in speaking the truth, justice was ultimately served. The Beverly Puccio case is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, truth always finds a way to come to light. Cameras don't lie. Evidence can't be hidden forever. And no matter how much criminals try to deny their guilt, the pieces of truth will eventually fit together. Beverly is gone, but her story, the story of a kind woman whose life was brutally taken, will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching our video today. If you found this content meaningful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel to keep following our other dramatic cases. And now, goodbye, and see you next time.